I'm Gamerthyrst. I got Prouter over here. I got Seven down here. It might not be in that order. Seven will edit it out if it's not. So yeah, we're like going to be here talking stuff and things. And if you don't know what WAD stands for, it's without a doubt. We're cool guys.
Yes.
So, without further ado, let's get into it.
Woo! First podcast, baby. Let's go.
It's the first one of many. This is episode 1.
As we just found out, it is actually known as Without a Doubt. Now, obviously, Chris, who is actually on my screen, is that side. He might be a bit different to everyone else, but he's on that side to me. He's actually the founder of Without a Doubt, which we'll find out a bit more about in a moment. And then Sin, who is down there, is one of our Twitch team members. Both these guys stream on a regular basis, so hopefully at the end or during the podcast, you'll be able to see their Twitch handles. Go and join them. Go and watch them. They're great entertainment. They're great fun to watch. Just go there. It's lovely.
Just do it.
Come hang out.
Yeah.
Be cool. Stuff.
So we're going to go through some questions, because obviously the most important questions are: what is WAD? What is Without a Doubt? Why us? Why did we join? Why are we here? So, going first to the founder, we'll go to him in a minute. The questions I'm going to ask him is: what is WAD? Or what is Without a Doubt? Why did he create it? Why did he think we needed it? Or why do we need it right now? And what is the hope for the future for WAD? So we'll go to him in a minute about that. And for Sim below me, I was about to say behind me, but he's not, he's below me. I'm going to ask him, why did he choose to join WAD? What does he hope for the future of WAD? And what keeps him going in WAD right now? Why does he continue to stay here with us and not wander off to some other big massive place somewhere? I'm just pointing my hands up somewhere.
In the ether. Wander off into the ether.
Why is he not here where Pikachu is?
I don't know. He's down there. He's down there.
I'm down in the doldrums. That's where I belong.
Alright, so to answer your questions, Tom.
To first with this now. So the first question we asked: what exactly is Without a Doubt?
So Without a Doubt, at the moment, is a community Discord server that also has areas in other platforms such as Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, etc. More to be added, I'm sure. So I founded it quite a long time ago. It was a Warcraft guild to begin with, believe it or not. That is our roots. We since evolved into a Discord community with the primary focus of having fun, playing games, connecting, and then a few of us started streaming and creating content. So we thought, oh, there's loads of communities for streaming, there's loads of communities for gaming, there's loads of communities for relevant content, but nowhere really combines all of these into one central hub. So that's kind of our aim, is to create a safe space that welcomes people from all walks of the gaming life, all around the world, no matter what game you play, no matter what platform you're on, and collaborate, enjoy each other's company, make friends, all that kind of stuff. Basically. Okay,
so you sort of answered a lot of questions within that big, massive pile, which is quite nice. But lead on to another question. What do you think is the future for Without a Doubt?
See, I can see a few things. Like, we've got our Twitch team currently. That, I think, can evolve into a content creation team. We can, obviously, this podcast is a start of something new. We can get events. I know that some of the guys are focusing on some esports style things. We can get some merch going. Help other people get their affiliated status on relevant platforms. Guild groups, clans, all that kind of stuff. It's all something we're looking at and we want to look into and evolve into the community, I suppose, is the right way to say it. And further, just keep having awesome people coming in, joining the community and becoming a bigger, tight-knit family.
Right, so now we move on to you, Sin.
Yeah.
So, what was the very reason you joined Without a Doubt?
I think in the beginning, a lot of stuff is just trying to find a place where you sort of feel comfortable, a home more so than anything else. And when I was first joining sort of different sort of communities, it's just because you're sort of new at it, you're trying to find your feet and that type of thing. So I knew Chris and a few others from other various communities. So, and I was looking more so for a community that was sort of UK based. I know we have got some Americans and Australians, but the main core is UK based. So you've got people always on and available around the sort of the same times as you, which does actually help in a lot of streaming and a lot of content sort of creation and that type of thing. It just helps you focus. You can ask then questions, you get to know people, which is what I find it's all about really, for myself anyway, at least, is just getting to know people, making those friends, making those connections, even though I don't play maybe a lot of games similar to a lot of the others. I sort of out on my own playing Call of Duty quite often, more so than anything else, because that's my main sort of focus. But it's just about it's just about the connection based of it all, really. And I like talking to people anyway, so it's all good fun.
So what keeps you in WAD?
I think that just sort of leads back to the connections that I have made, the people I've met, Chris, Sitrocker, Joji, yourself, obviously, because we're here. can't not say you, can I?
You're more welcome.
Even Alpha.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I'm not actually sure if I like Alpha, but he's alright. Because all he does is take the mick out of my man bun.
He's just jealous. He wants one,
But yeah, that's what sort of keeps me here, is like the people that you meet and whatever else. So, and then obviously the opportunities that came along with obviously getting more involved in the community, like the Twitch team, making content, making the sort of the YouTube videos and the stuff like this, and doing stuff like this as well. This is like for me, this is like my first sort of podcast. I've watched a few podcasts, but it's just I've never actually ever been on one. So
I think it's the same for all of us.
Yeah. So it's actually nice to sort of make content, and stuff like that. So this is just another add to that, really.
Okay, and build on to that. Obviously, I said earlier what you feel your hopes and dreams are for the future of Without a Doubt.
For me, it's just growing it, getting it bigger, making better content each time we sort of do it. Obviously, so people get it, and it's more about creating the content that people get value from. Because if we can do that, then it's gonna grow and it's gonna get massive. And that's sort of my hopes for it. And then obviously the better we sort of become at doing that, myself, yourself, Chris, and whoever else joins in that sort of sense, the more people we can get who are good at making content and grow that content, then it's just going to get bigger and better. And that's what I want.
Because that's one thing that Chris said earlier. We're at the end of the day, even though we're from vast amounts of different places, we're at the end of the day we're still a family, and that is what we have built. Chris started with, let's say, probably about 3 or 4 people, and now we look at it, we've got I'm just going to do a number, 100%. It's like 50 to 100, or at least those ones that are often talking or participating in products and games and the future. And hopefully we all have the same drive, the same ideas to want to continue to build this relationship between each other. So for you guys in the audience, whoever's watching, hopefully that answers a lot of the main questions about what Without a Doubt is, what it was for, what it hopefully will become, and the future we can build not only with the current members of WAD, but hopefully those future members that are out there will join us in this long adventure, long run to the unknown I suppose.
Including those guys watching right now.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Precisely. Whether you are watching video-wise or whether you're just listening to us, we hope this will be the start of the future for everyone.
Yes. While we're here, then, because obviously Tom's been poking and prodding and asking questions. Why did you join, Tom? Tell us all.
Someone was bragging to me for months upon months.
Would that be him up there?
Yes, that one there. Because Chris and me had met at our local gaming store. Because at the time, I wanted...
Hang on. No. You are not a true gamer if you venture outside. Gamers don't go outside. The sun is kryptonite, boys and girls. Don't go out there. It's dangerous. It's scary. Stranger danger and all that. Even in your 20s.
Just talk about video games. There's card games and all that lot as well.
Yeah.
And I wanted to learn one of the card games, even though we have stopped now. But at the time, it was quite a highlighted game. And I wanted to learn it. Chris was then the one that started teaching me about it. And then it was on about it to me constantly over and over again. Join the WoW Guild, which is what we were at the time. And we did do quite successful at the time when we were on there. We did get through quite a lot of content. And to join the Discord. Even though the first run, I didn't actually do much because Chris had actually kicked me after about a month.
Ow.
It was an accident, honest.
Ow.
He got caught in the roll purge.
Yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't talking. I wasn't active really enough in the Discord. So I got kicked.
How did that make you feel, Tom?
To be fair, I didn't even notice until about August of last year. I didn't even notice I had been kicked out the guild, the Discord, because I hadn't been paying attention to that.
Can we get Fs in the comments?
Yeah. How long was it then? Do you think it was? Are we talking weeks? Are we talking months?
I never paid attention enough, so I don't know how long it was.
It was a few months.
It probably was.
Ouch.
And then I wrote to Chris afterwards and said, "Did I get kicked on the Discord?" He's like, "Oops, that was probably the purge."
Oops.
So then I joined. I think I'm going to say August off the top of my head last year, something around that line-ish. And then got more in content, more involved in the Discord. And then some, out of the blue, idiot decided to tell me, "Oh, do you want to be part of the staff?"
Don't know who did that.
So then I became part of the staff, and I've been monitoring, supporting, and creating content ever since.
Nice.
So, even though you will not get to see me a lot in front of the camera because of my connection, unfortunately, is an issue. Nothing I can do, I'm afraid. You will find me doing a lot of the content editing behind the scenes.
Took my eye. I'm not crying, honest.
You upset him. You made feelings. You made him emotion.
No, I've known Tom quite a while, to be fair. Prouter over there, the real over there, on my screen anyway.
On your screen, on the other way.
Why can't Discord just work?
Well, it's for the cameras the opposite way round, but hey ho, that's a bit fun. Yeah, so that's how we all joined. Well, two of us joined. The other one just turned up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he just turned up.
You know, one of the Warcraft boys.
Do you know what?
That brings back too many days.
I've never ever played a PC game ever.
I was surprised when you said that on stream the other day. I was really surprised at that.
Never played. Literally the PC that's like to my right is literally.
Yeah.
Hello.
Ghosts.
The PC to my right is literally to run the stream, OBS, Google and YouTube, but that is literally it. On obviously over the course of the last year, it's now become more of like a video editing sort of thing and Photoshop sort of thing. But literally, yeah, I've got like probably the worst graphics card in the world in there, so I probably couldn't run a game anyway. But it was just more so I needed a graphics card, and because I'm not gaming as such, it just wasn't. And there's no point in spending like £300 or whatever on a graphics card to do that, whereas like 80 quid or whatever it was. Just made sense.
Mine at the time was 110, and that was quite a decent card at the time.
That is, I think I've got, it's a Radeon RX 570. Yeah.
I don't use them. I see it with the G-Forces.
Yeah, I mean,
always
knowing what I know now, I probably would have gone for an NVIDIA one, but that's just
you get what you can. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, it was just more so that for the sake of the PC was built for one purpose only, and that was it really, more so than anything else. But yeah, no PC gaming ever for me. Can you imagine me aiming with one of them? It's just not going to happen.
Wait, so you're not PC Master Race?
No, I'm a console noob, baby.
Peasant.
That's why I'm on the bottom.
Yeah.
That's what I love, because over there it's the PC player. Down here is the confused Xbox player. Well, maybe kind of confused. And I'm the one that just plays Xbox constantly, PC, and every other bloody console. Except for PlayStation, I don't.
Got Switch. That counts, right?
Yeah, it counts. That counts as a console. I used to play PlayStation. I had a PlayStation 2, and then Mrs. Sins bought me the original Xbox. But
you're not cool unless you've played Lego Racers on a PlayStation 1.
Nope.
I never had that.
No, me neither.
It's a good game. Good game.
And do you want to know something else as well?
What's that?
What?
I don't like Mario or Sonic either.
What?
Don't know. I do not.
God.
I think we need some more Fs in the comments right now.
Am I a true gamer? am I a real gamer? Or what?
Right now in the comments.
Can I go change into my Mario t-shirt real quick?
If you wish.
I'm sure you've probably got a Mario sculpture behind you somewhere.
Yep.
I don't actually. I don't.
I've
got a Mario t-shirt somewhere, but that's it.
My actual gaming is such a range of games is very, very limited.
My Sonic's over there somewhere. He's on the other side of the room. Not getting up for that.
Yeah, I'm not going to go through my console games. I could be there for a while.
Literally, my games, apart from maybe 4 different titles as such, is Call of Duty. That is literally it. Just like one line. That is it.
I have a 4 terabyte hard drive connected to my Xbox.
Me too.
And it literally only has about 100 gig left of it.
My God. I've got 60 odd. Is it 50 or 60 games on mine? Apart from like some of the games for gold stuff I've downloaded and never touched. I've just downloaded it because it's free.
Yeah.
It's literally, I've got all the Call of Duty since Black Ops 2 on there. Because obviously Black Ops 2 is back compat. The 3 new Tomb Raider games, the new Star Wars game, and that's literally it.
Nice.
Oh, and some Assassin's Creed ones, because I was massive into Assassin's Creed, like from like the very first ones. But that is literally my gaming experience and FIFA.
You ruined it. You just ruined it.
I was big into FIFA like in like 2013, 14 sort of thing. I haven't bought one since 16. So
you've redeemed yourself now.
They just got boring. But, yeah.
I can't stand those kind of sim games like the NBA, the FIFA, Pro Evolution Soccer. Though I don't know what it is. I can't get into them. I can't get into them at all.
Obviously, my gaming genre is very limited. Chris, let's talk about your gaming.
I say we could lead that into the current games that we are all playing.
Oh, you've just known mine. Call of Duty.
So yeah, Sevens is a shooter.
Pew, pew.
My games, gosh, I don't even know where to start. I mean, I can start with where I started gaming, I suppose. I started gaming with Age of Empires and World of Warcraft. They were my 2 gateway games.
Nice.
But nowadays, I kind of play all sorts. I mean, just on stream, for example, I play Minecraft, I play Fortnite, I play World War Z, I play Dawn of Man. We've got Pokemon Sword, Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. What have I missed? Animal Crossing.
Fortnite.
I said Fortnite.
Yeah, he said that second.
But there's all sorts. I mean, I still play Age of Empires and Warcraft occasionally. I've got Overwatch. I've just got my Valorant key, so we'll be seeing some of that on Thursday, I hope. Obviously, might not be next Thursday, guys, because this is when it was recorded. But, yeah. Old news.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've played all sorts of games, but they're the kind of games I'm playing at the moment. I'm quite enjoying the relaxed experiences, I suppose, with stuff like Animal Crossing, where I can just sit there and I can tool away doing my own thing and talk to people at the same time. That's quite nice. Similar to Pokemon, I mean, I can just go on and I can do my raids in the wild area, catch Pokemon, and just sit there and talk. And then we got community events in Minecraft and stuff, so that's quite nice. It's also quite fun just repeatedly killing Alpha. That was the highlight of most Minecraft nights for me. But yeah, there's a wide variety of games. I would always try a game if someone suggests it. Don't usually say no to many games. Obviously, FIFA, NBA, that kind of stuff, we won't.
Sports.
Gone.
I mean sports.
I mean, I don't mind sports. That's the thing. It's just like, if I want to play football, I'll grab a football, I'll grab the kids, and they'll be like, let's go play football.
Oh, shit.
Fair that way. Imagine me running. Would you believe I used to play rugby?
Very nice.
On the wing, not in the scrum, on the wing. I was a winger.
I used to play Scrub.
I used to...
Scrub. Scrum.
Tom's a scrub. He just admitted it.
You heard it here first.
I wasn't always fat, guys.
I used to be in the Scrum, so I used to be quite strong with strength from that at that time.
Okay, let's talk about Tom's games. You're up, Tom.
Mine is
Yes, with it.
varied, I suppose, because I try out different games quite often, because I'm that type of gamer where I like to try. My main scene is normally puzzle games, because it gives me the challenge of trying to work out where this editor or creator is trying to go, and trying to pick out the puzzle at the same time, especially puzzles that make you have to go back to an old place that you couldn't do to start with because you needed an extra object or an extra skill, something like that. So that's always a good one. It's difficult because Minecraft, obviously, like first said, we do every Tuesday. I am in charge of that, where I try and come up with new games, new objects to do, challenges. So hopefully soon you'll see a video with their build challenge that I set them. I recently just set them one where they had to show the best picture that they could come up with on Minecraft. So hopefully that will come up quite soon as well. But other stuff like Town of Salem, I just recently started playing. Which, for those who don't understand what that is, it's a online game through your browser. Basically, you get a certain character to play. They have special skills. Throughout the town, you need to try and survive to be able to take out the mafia, the SK, or to try and get rid of all the townies. It's a good game, so anyone who likes that type of game, I would recommend playing it. It's so much fun. I had a bit of a fun the other day where I played the jailer, which the jailer has the ability to just jail someone, possibly execute them if they're bad, or if he executes a good one, he can use his skill after that. I made a mistake because the person literally spoke in the chat because they didn't realize they got jailed and said, "Who are we going to kill next?" I, dumb enough, did not think anything about it, and at the end of the game, they won because I did not kill them. I killed some of the good guys. I was like, damn it, I should have known that straight away because of what they said.
At learning curves.
Yeah.
Great fun.
So that was a fun one. And then I'm just running through games that come out all the time. So that's just Xbox Player, Game Pass. Why not?
I haven't got that, you know.
You have not got that?
No. I think that's more so because obviously I'm sort of really focused on like Call of Duty, so
you
ain't got no time for that.
It really sounds like we got for any of us across.
Push the wrong thing.
Stop pressing keys.
Stop pushing keys. I meant to do that one.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
But so I think like the Game Pass is just, I think it's wasted on me, even though it's a great idea. I think it's just wasted on me.
I've got it.
Yeah.
I don't have an Xbox, but I've got it.
Been very useful to us because recently they had GTA Online. I already had it anyway, so it didn't really matter to me. My friends, it was quite useful because then we could all join up, have a load of fun online. For those who do not know, I don't know when this will come out, we'll see. But right now, while we're talking, Red Dead Redemption 2 is currently on the Game Pass. I would recommend it. It is a good game to play through. The story is amazing. It is quite lengthy, but it is worth it in the end.
So I've got Red Dead 2. Actually bought it, and I've hardly played it. Hardly played it. I never even completed the first one.
I never did the first one, personally. I wasn't aware of the series at the time. I'm the same on a lot of things. Same with Assassin's Creed. I joined in on...
Please don't say Black Flag.
It was the very third game. And then I went back and bought the old games to get the story on what was going on.
Was it Assassin's Creed 3 or Brotherhood? I can't remember the order.
No, Brotherhood. So Assassin's Creed 3 was technically the fifth one, not the third one, even though it was counted as the third one.
Numbers are hard, yo. Numbers are hard.
Well, the funny thing with Assassin's Creed, it went Assassin's Creed 1, 2, Brotherhood.
Origins?
No, that's the way they
new,
went.
Isn't it?
Brotherhood. I was going to say Frontier, but it's not Frontier.
Oh, was that? Was that the?
I've got it on this. I just can't remember the name of it.
It's not the pirate one, is it?
No,
no, later one.
Is that the Connor one, or is that Assassin's Creed 3? Where you?
No, the fourth one was still with Ezio. It was the last of his set. Because Ezio joined us in Assassin's Creed 2.
Yeah.
And then Brotherhood, and then it was the
what's it called?
last one. And
that one.
I have got it on this, but I cannot think what the hell it's called.
If anyone can tell us in the comments, that'd be great.
I'll just Google it.
Can't Google, that's cheating. Syndicate?
No,
that's way later as well.
I'm just throwing out random.
We're going to literally just go through the entire Assassin's Creed game. We can't think of it.
I know it's not Odyssey. And I know it's definitely not Valhalla, because that's not out yet.
And yes, I am looking forward to Valhalla. Vikings, it looks awesome. And
Revelations.
Revelations, that's the one.
Yeah.
I personally will be picking up Valhalla, and
Valhalla looks.
You'll probably see some
wicked.
tweets from me. You'll see some tweets from me about it at some point.
Valhalla looks amazing.
Based on the information we're getting, is it's Vikings.
Yes.
Which you can tell by the trailer. That's awesome. It was rumored a couple months back. It now is now confirmed from the trailer that it will be Vikings. Based on the other rumors we're getting, is there we will now have the stealth option, so we can choose to go stealth or not. So we'll see how this goes. The trailer is awesome. Both of them that I've seen are amazing. I am hoping. I know we've gone a bit off topic, but while we're on the topic,
looking forward to the games topic. That's fine. That's allowed.
I'm hoping that we get a bit more current day timeline to the last few games we got a bit more information about. I think it's Linda. I think she's pronounced. I'm sure it's Linda. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. I'll readjust that next time we talk. And she was with Austrado, and now she is being chased by them because she's now become an assassin. Mm. But we have no more information about the others that are still alive. So I would love some sort of story behind that. That would be awesome. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
So I never played Origins, which is like the Egyptian one. I'm right.
You had two of them. So you had Origins and Odyssey, which were.
That's it. I've got Odyssey, and I've only played a little bit of that, so I'm not really deep into the storyline of that.
It looks quite good.
Yeah, the last game I really played hard was Syndicate, which I didn't really like actually. It was
Syndicate
very
was
repetitive.
Different because you had both
the two of them,
different characters. You had brother and sister that you had to play with on certain missions, and they had the multiplayer aspect. You couldn't do it based on the story, which was good. So that way you couldn't just cheat your way through the game and do it that way by having multiplayer. But they had special multiplayer missions, which was quite nice to play through. And even though this won't be a spoiler, this game is like years old. The Grim Reaper, Jesus Christ. I've been around Joji too much here. The Grim Reaper DLC was awesome to run through. For those who have not had that chance, it was good fun to run through. I do recommend that as well.
Was it? They did the one of the DLCs was great, wasn't it? One of the Whitechapel murders, wasn't it, or something like that? They brought the DLC on.
Is that not part of the Grim Reaper update or DLC?
I can't remember. Trying to think of the killer, that killer of that time's name, and I can't think of the name now. But anyway,
go from that's my current games. I've got a few more games, but I'll go more into more games next time. So we'll pass that on to now Sin for what he's doing. Other than COD, what are you doing?
Yeah, COD. I mean, the games I'm looking forward to. We'll go into the games I'm looking forward to. Well, obviously, the new Call of Duty is coming out this year, in sort of October, November, all being well, if things go to plan. It's looking like it's going to be like set in Vietnam. So we're going to go from this sort of modern sort of style, sort of back, sort of into like the 60s sort of thing, which is okay. I'm not a big fan of the older generation settings just because people get a lot of the sort of the realistic sort of look of it, and then the developers get really tied to the era and they've got no room to sort of scope and just push the boundaries a little bit as they can with like sort of modern day and sort of future sort of Call of Duties. I'm more on the side of I like the advanced movement where you can jump around like a lunatic. I do like those sort of ones, but that's just me. Not a big. Don't mind like boots on the ground as it is, but I prefer like more modern day and advanced sort of movement sort of Call of Duties because I think they're just more fun to play. New games. As I say, I'm very, very limited. Assassin's Creed, obviously, that's going to be in there. That's always been close to sort of the gaming sort of stuff. Other than that, I must be really boring because I really don't pay over too much attention to sort of what's coming out because I'm really sort of stuck in like Call of Duty and then creating the content around sort of Call of Duty and stuff like that anyway. So asking me about what I'm looking forward to, you're going to get a really, really short answer. Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed. That's literally it. There's certain games every now and again that sort of pique a bit of interest, like the new Tomb Raiders, for instance, that really sort of did pique my interest. But other than that, it's very, very limited on my sense. Sorry.
So if you're the new COD that's coming out, Would they have to put it back to older guns? Because obviously, if it's the 60s, they're very limited on what guns they had back then.
So, like, I mean, the last sort of game that was sort of set was in World War II, which was 2 years ago. So it was all basically sort of like the PPSH and guns of the era, that type of sort of thing. I can't remember the guns now. I did know them all. So it's all based on any of those sort of guns from the time and the era and that type of thing. So in this one, if it's set in Vietnam, you'll have guns from that time that was widely used and widely available. In a way, which I don't know that much about that type of thing. So I can't,
no deagles.
No deagles. So I can't sort of like name guns off from that era that they'd be using because I don't know. I assume they'd be might lean like an M16 or something that time. It depends how old or new that is. But other than that, I don't know.
Have we got any information on their gaming types that are going to bring us out with it?
No, there's
standard.
There's nothing yet. Obviously, as the game modes, we'll have the standard sort of team deathmatch, domination, hardpoint.
Capture the flag.
See, they haven't really done capture the flag for the last couple of years because it's just not a widely played game mode and people don't like it as such. So they've taken that out.
I used to love capture the flag in Nuketown.
Yeah, they've took that out for the last couple of years. I think they took capture the flag out in World War II. It did start off in the World War II game. They started off playing it, then they took it out halfway through. So the competitive scene at the minute's based on search and destroy, hardpoint, and domination. Which I don't feel like domination's a competitive mode, but that's just me. But they took out a couple of things from the last game so they've had to find a game mode to use in this iteration of the game to have 3 different game modes. But there we go. But other than that, there's no information about actually what the game is going to be, what the game's called. Where are we in May? So we're sort of like 4 months away from the new game release. So it's close to them releasing teasers and trailers and stuff like that. It just depends, obviously, with current situation, if they can get in and get it out and get it done, if it's in a state where they can get it ready. Hopefully it will be. But yeah.
Okay. So we just spoke a little bit about obviously the future game I like with Sin and Chris agrees as well. Sin's looking forward to the future of Call of Duty. What about you, Chris? What future games are you looking forward to?
I was thinking a little bit while Sins was talking there, and I was just like, wouldn't it be damn cool if Marvel brought out a game like Call of Duty where you have like the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the Agents of Hydra, you had the Tatari, you had like the Asgardians and all that lot as like factions and stuff, and they just had like little Call of Duty matches. I thought that'd be pretty cool. No?
That's sort of, though, they've done that mostly with the Avengers. On the
yeah, but
Switch.
it's more of a... It's not that style of game,
I know,
is it?
it's a more story-based game.
Just imagine, like,
S.H.I.E.L.D.
vs. Hydra domination in New York City.
You want to pew, pew, shoot, shoot?
Yeah, basically. Just different skins, I suppose. But anyway, seriously, though, games I'm looking forward to at the moment, obviously, there'll be a new announcement for... Well, not a new announcement, I guess. We've got the Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC coming out. I'm really looking forward to that. That's two sections. I'm expecting to see an announcement of a new Pokemon game as well. Possibly a reboot. Possibly a Let's Go Heart Gold, Soul Silver era kind of remake. Not sure, but I'd like to see that. I'm also
around for that, but nothing.
I mean, it'd be nice to see. Maybe even if they do it as a DLC pack for Let's Go, I think that's doable. I'm really bit of an odd one. It's not something I thought I'd enjoy because, well, I enjoy stuff like Diablo, but I'm quite looking forward to Minecraft Dungeons when that goes cross-platform. I don't think I'll enjoy it solo, but when it's cross-platform and we can all play it, I think I'm going to really enjoy that game.
Is it just on PC at the minute?
It's on all of the platforms.
No, it's a release, but there's no cross-platform currently in the works.
There's cross-play post-production and post-release for Xbox and PC only at the moment. We'll see. I'm also, as the same as you guys, I'm looking forward to Valhalla because Vikings, hello.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like Vikings? And the one game I was looking forward to that I'm really not sure about now is Ashes of Creation, which is an MMO game that is meant to be immersive. The MMO world is meant to change depending on every player's actions, but I'm not sure whether or not they're going to be able to capture that in time, and they have also slightly sold out and gone down a Battle Royale route to try and fund it, which I don't like.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's because where the sort of I say, like, if it's any type of shooter game, that's where like the big focus is like the Battle Royale. I think Call of Duty Warzone is one of the biggest watched games on Twitch at the minute. It's always up in like 400,000. It's never going to reach the dizzy heights of Fortnite when that was going just mental. But it's because it's free to play as well. I think that's what spiked it more so than anything else. It is one of the watch. So it's just one of those. They've got to sort of cash in on it. It's like just one of those. I think it's like
the game itself came on my radar a couple of years ago. I saw a Kickstarter project for it, and it's just really slow development. And I mean, I understand that for that kind of immersion, I mean, we're looking at sort of like Fable kind of level immersion where what you pick changes the whole storyline.
Yeah.
That's going to take time, but they keep coming out with like facial art designs and stuff like that, but the gameplay that they've got is very basic, and I'm not quite sure how you can get an MMO and turn it into a battle royale. It doesn't work, in my opinion.
It depends if they're going to make it as a separate client and do it that way.
I mean, what they've got so far, it looks exactly the same. Like the battle system, the combat system is the same as the MMO combat system, which, if any of you have played an MMO, you know you've got your taskbar, you've got your 30 different spells and abilities that you can cast, your passives, your all that kind of stuff. Battle Royale, you drop in, you pick up your weapons, you shoot the shit out of everyone. Sorry, didn't mean to swear there. But yeah, you do. I mean, you drop in, you got your map, you got your circle that comes in, and eventually you're all crammed into one tight space, shooting, lasering each other and killing each other, stealing each other's loot. But I mean, in the MMOs, you make your character, you gear it, you go through grinds to get the gear.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of the whole Battle Royale thing is you're not going to get anything out of it for the MMO, if that makes sense. It's like, my interest in the game was the MMO, and now that they've gone down that route, I feel like they're shifting their focus too much and not kind of building the game I wanted to play.
The only problem I found, and you may agree with me, you may not, recently MMOs are having a downgrade of people because people spend more wanting to play battle royals than they do the MMOs anymore. I've looked on Twitch, I've looked on YouTube, there's multiple videos, but you see there's more of a bigger ban going towards the battle royals than the MMOs now. Where obviously years ago it used to be the completely opposite. Battle royals were just not known, and then all of a sudden now there's a big massive set of people who've just bought them out and gone, well, we're going to go on bang, literally go on battle royal. It might work, it might not. Just play.
I mean,
it's Fortnite that's done that, really.
But they're the only ones that have successfully done it.
Yeah. To that degree, even that's on a decline now. But I think it's because obviously, you know, when Fortnite first really went into its thing, you didn't have many. You had, Escape from Tarkov's been out for quite a few years anyway, but no one's really got hold of it up until sort of now. You had H1Z1 that was all right, and then just went down the pan with stupid updates that they did, and it just wasn't good.
Mods.
Yeah, and just crazy, weird sound effects that just had no place to be in there. Then obviously Apex came out, which absolutely, PUBG as well, which has it's always been okay. It's been there, just had bugs in the system forever.
Still in beta.
It's getting better, but
Still in beta though.
That's it. Yeah, even now, there is a reason why they leave games in beta. You know, it's so, especially like on consoles and stuff like that. You have to get like a license agreement or some type of agreement to push updates out. So if it's in beta and it's not a gold disc, they can just push updates out as much as they can, which actually is better for console players than anything else. But that's why they do it, and that's why on Fortnite on console it's still classed as early access or beta or whatever they call it on the thing.
Yeah, beta, closed beta, and stuff like that.
Yeah. And obviously we had Apex, which sort of like really went mental and sort of dug deep into like Fortnite and stuff like that. Apex's only problem was they just didn't do enough after the launch. They just went, there you go, have fun. It's a lot better now apparently, but
they're improving.
Yeah, they're improving. They've sort of getting it on there. And PUBG's taken a big hit really now because they're having to introduce bots into the game to have the player count still going. Yeah, so it's
Fortnite did this too. Just saying.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised Fortnite did that.
They did it. They did it because people were getting a bit annoyed that they're not at the level of the higher players, and they were getting into the same lobbies. They were getting into scrim lobbies. So, like, for example, I could be playing with, let's say, us three are playing, and we're going into squads, fill with a random, and then we go into a lobby that's like a full-on esports scrim lobby. There's no chance we're going to win.
Ouch.
Yeah, but was there... Well, I know that in the squads they've taken it to skill-based matchmaking now, which is...
Yeah, so the better you do, the harder groups you come up against now. They have added the skill-based back in.
Oh, they have?
Slightly. Yeah, that's why there's bots in the game, because if you start going on a losing streak, you get into an easier lobby.
Yeah.
Allegedly. It's all to do with like TRN ratings and stuff. There's a couple of articles that explain it quite nicely.
Nice.
Might test that at one point.
Because I know Fortnite's lost like Courage, Dr. Lupo, Tim the Tapman. You know,
they're all playing other games as well.
They've lost some big, massive players because literally all they were doing, they got no enjoyment from like 2-minute build battles with the best players because there's no reward for them anymore now. So they've gone. But yeah.
It is what it is.
I'm sure they'll be back and whatever else. But yeah. So, and then obviously you've got like the lower sort of battle royales like Paladins and stuff like that, which I've never played.
It's not really a battle royale. It's more like sort of Overwatch, Paladins, Valorant. They're sort of tactic-based team shooters, aren't they?
Yep. And then you've got Realm Royale as well, haven't you? That's another one.
That's
yeah. That's like a lower sort of tier.
We've got League, everything like
that.
Yeah. Anyway, moving
on to battle royales.
I don't know how we got into that, but yeah.
Oh, talk about Twitch numbers.
That's the games I'm looking forward to anyway.
Yeah. Nice.
So the next one, the videos. So current videos that are coming out or are just now out, or on the move, or on go.
I'll go that one. I've just done one, an accuracy aiming drill for. It's based in Call of Duty, but it just transpires over to pretty much any FPS shooter that you've sort of got. So it just breaks down. Basically, warming yourself up, not going in cold into any game that you're sort of playing, because otherwise it takes you a few games to warm up. And we sort of just go in and explain, why, if you ever see any pro game matches, wherever, like LAN matches, backstage there's like a section where all the consoles are set up for the pro players, and they're literally just sat there shooting bots for like 45 minutes. And it's just basically to keep them warm, keep them supple, keep them on point and stuff like that. So I've developed, it's pretty simple really. It's just an accuracy drill where you, in a free-for-all match against bots on the lowest setting, just for target practice, and basically with the gun that I'm using, it's got 60 rounds in the magazine. It takes about 4 shots to kill a particular enemy. So if you can get 10 to 12 kills without reloading, you know you're on the right track. You know your aiming's on point. And generally, what happens is if people are getting any lower than 8, it means they're just going too fast. You just need to slow the gameplay down, concentrate on aiming first and shooting and hitting the consecutive sort of shots. So that one's out now on my YouTube channel. And as for current ones, it's just generally Call of Duty based. I'm in the process of looking at doing a new setup tour because I've changed quite a lot since I did my original one back in December. So I've had some new bits of gear, new monitors and stuff like that. So I know people like that. And the weird thing is people really love cable management. They're absolute savages. So yeah, so lots of neatly tied up cables. And that's pretty much it really. So a lot of my stuff will be Call of Duty based and stuff like that. So
yeah, I've had a few that we've put up. So on my channel itself, I've put up the recent Fortnite concert with Steve Aoki, Dylan Francis, and Ed Mal. That was quite fun. That was like 2 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock in the morning. I was dying. I did a no mic stream and just uploaded the VOD. Slightly edited it.
I did see a little comment about the audio.
Did you wake up? Did you wake up in time for the kids?
I did. The thing is, like halfway through the concert, when it switched from Dylan Francis to Steve Aoki, we got like halfway through Steve Aoki's, and I was just like, "Oh, I'm really switched on now." And I was starting to like buzz a little bit to it, and it was quite fun, and it was quite nice actually. And we rewatched it with the kids again the next day because they did a repeat. If I knew that sooner, I would have just recorded it later. But hey ho. I had a couple of Minecraft ones on my channel. So what with the Minecraft videos? So I'm going to post all of the stuff that I do from my point of view. It's going to be going on to my channel, and then we're going to compile the whole session from multiple points of view and put it onto the Without a Doubt YouTube channel. And so Tom, that's something Tom's working on.
Yep.
And obviously, like, it's going to come from the various people that are streaming and recording the content. So at the moment, I think it's myself and Hannah Banana. We did the creation challenge.
Hopefully Rose will record at some point as well, so we can have more point of views than just the 2.
So that'll be there. And obviously we're looking to get some more content onto the Without a Doubt YouTube as well. So obviously Seven, you've got some Call of Duty stuff lined up. I've got some Minecraft stuff that Tom is going to compilate with other things. Obviously we've got the podcast coming. But yeah, we're just going to keep pumping content out, and hopefully more videos.
More videos. Indeed.
More videos.
So that leads on to me. As you just heard, I'm doing the Minecraft session compilations. I have also got a few Twitch team compilations videos I'm going to be putting together, as well as the top 5 clips that people post in our Discord. I will be putting them together. Hopefully we'll get a few laughs, a few cries, and a few of I don't know just what happened.
Basically.
Yeah, there's a few that you can't talk, literally, which is so funny. Right, so that leads on to that one. Projects we are working on, I think that's just pretty much just based what we've just been doing, unless you guys are doing anything else.
I mean, I'm looking at so I'm hoping that after you guys have watched this video, you'll join the Discord, which will be in the description. So at the moment, myself and a couple of the staff members are working on not improving, not maintaining, I don't really know. We're looking at overhauling the whole system in Discord to make it easier to use, easier to read, and shift the focus to the community itself, if that makes sense. Make it feel more inclusive and a friendlier place to join, because at the moment, a lot of people find it a little bit confusing, and we just want to tidy that up a bit. So that's one of the projects I'm working on at the moment. And other than that, keep going with all of the games and the streams and stuff. Same as Seven down there. He's getting the streams in. But that's it for me, really.
Yep. Fair dues. just while we're talking about streaming, have you seen now the new Twitch channel outlay?
That's one of my projects, actually. I need to sort that out.
Yeah, you need to get your videos over to me so I can do your Twitch trailer, please.
Yep. Yes.
We'll talk about that later. But yeah, so that's all out. So I know some people aren't liking it already.
I like it.
I like it as well. I think it's actually good. It just helps with a bit more discoverability on the platform, which it doesn't have. So they're making the sort of the right moves a little bit more and making it. I think they're following. I think eventually, to me, it's going to go a bit more sort of the way YouTube's sort of gone with how it sort of goes, but how long it takes them to implement it in is another thing. But yeah, I like the layout as well, so it's nice. So if those who haven't seen it, check out your channels. It's changed a little bit, which is nice. But yeah, while we're here, you may as well, because we're getting up to just over an hour now, so gone fast. So when do you stream, Chris, and what times do you stream at?
Generally, so at the moment, obviously, we're in a bit of a strange time with all of the COVID stuff going on. That is the elephant in the room right now. My normal stream, my normal, fuck's sake.
Here we go.
Hey,
my normal stream schedule is so UK time, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday every week, 8 till 11. Friday every other week, 8 till 11. And during this kind of furloughed COVID period, I'm doing Tuesday and Thursday, 2 different extra sessions between 10 in the morning and midday, and then 1 in the afternoon to 5, and they're like super variety hours. But like at the moment, it's Tuesday's Minecraft, Thursday's Pokemon, Sunday's Animal Crossing, and Friday night is variety every other week.
Nice.
What about you, Seven? When are you streaming?
I stream, to be honest, even like with this, even like in now I'm off work and stuff like that, I've actually kept pretty much the same sort of schedule, which is like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 9 p.m. till whenever I decide to finish these days. I have done on occasion some Sundays, like playing with viewers and stuff like that, which has been really fun. Actually, it's been really, really nice. So that's been fun, and generally it's all Call of Duty, obviously Call of Duty based, various different game modes. Go around, have fun, pew, kill some people. It's good fun, and you either get good session or you get me dying tons and tons and tons because it's just a bad day in the office, which seems to be happening quite a lot lately. But we have our moments. We have our moments, so it's good fun.
Sounds good.
The only other topic I said we would do would be the current competitions. I don't think we've got any major ones going right now. We obviously have a competition always in Minecraft. So if anyone joins the Discord and want to join Minecraft on the realm, please let us know, and we can try and get you in. Unfortunately, we are only limited to 10 people because of the realms. Unfortunately, we won't update them, so we can't do nothing about. If there's any other competitions you guys want us to do, please let us know in the comments down below, and we'll see if we can implement them into the Discord or anywhere else, maybe on social media or something like that. I think that's all we've really got.
I mean, we have the stream clips and submissions from our content creators. It's not really a competition, but it's something we like to see so that we can promote them.
Yes.
Yeah, those will be put into a clip, hopefully once a week, and I will put it up on our Without a Doubt YouTube channel. So please keep an eye on that. Obviously, with our handles, mine is non-existent yet. I'm dealing with it. I know I'm getting there. Sin, you'll find on Twitch and YouTube. So please go and follow him. First over here, this might be different depending on how Sin's operation is. But first you'll find on, as he said, on his YouTube channel and his Twitch as well.
Facebook,
So all the
Twitter.
information, every seasonal social media is pretty much nearly on.
If it's social, Chris is on it.
So you'll find
I'm
all the
sociable.
links on the description down below. So please go follow them, join them. They're lovely to watch, as I said. Our Discord invitation will be down in the description as well.
Along with all of the Without a Doubt socials.
Yes.
That we're all a part of. If there's any questions you want us to answer that we have not answered somehow, I don't know how, but hopefully we have answered most of your questions. Just put them in the comments below, and we will answer them on the next podcast, which is not 100% set yet. We're hoping for about 2 weeks' time,
Soon.
but we won't put that as a definite yes yet until we see for any issues. You gentlemen got anything to add?
I'll let Seven go first.
I was just going to say, obviously this first one's been just us three. There will be in the next various and all other podcasts will be a guest joining us from Without a Doubt Gaming. So we'd have either a content creator, a streamer, or someone, anyone, from Without a Doubt Gaming. Whether it's just a gamer or whichever, just to help with topics.
I get my headphones.
Talk about things. All the gear, no idea. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't know what you mean. I was just going to say, so it's been a pleasure hanging out with you two again for a bit, and I can't wait for the next one. And for those of you that still don't know what's going on, this has been the WADCast.